Hey everyone, Dan Sisseck here, and it's Wednesday, August 7th, 2013, and I'm doing a little video, quick video, to talk about my video and blog post for today. I just got done listening to our company weekly call that we have. It was held Monday night. I finally had the chance to get around and listen to the recording of it. It featured Trace Walker, who is the top female earner in our company and the one I'm affiliated with. And two, she was the speaker on the call that night, the feature speaker, as well as one other gentleman who is kind of new. Tracy's a founding member, but this other gentleman, um, some people may have heard of. I'll get to him here in a minute or two, and others may not. I've never heard of him before personally myself, so listening to his story and what he had to say and some of the things he talked about kind of, you know, helped me get a little more clarity and understanding on some things and brought things to a different perspective. So I hope what I share will help you and help give you a little more insight in how to help you with your business and to help you get over some things that might be holding you back or might help you get clarity for yourself or along those lines. But first of all, my blog topic today is it Saturday? Um, if it isn't, well, become a CEO. And you're trying to probably figure out what I'm getting at or where I'm going with this. Well, the guest speaker that Tracy got a chance to have speak on the call was Sam Crowley, and I've never heard of him, didn't know him from anybody, but his story was kind of unique. He did not say the company he really actually worked for, but he worked for a top 100 Fortune 100 company, which I've heard of before, being in business and being an accounting student and doing things like that. I've heard of them. Um, and a lot of us have heard more about Fortune 500 companies. Well, it's in that, but this is in the higher echelon Fortune 100, meaning the top of the top of the top. And he was the leader of the biggest division within this company, $90 million revenue and stuff, and things like that. So he was up there. I mean, he was up there, and he decided to quit and start going on to have based all on one little question from his daughter. I think he said his 7-year-old or 12-year-old daughter. I can't remember which. He's got three daughters. Um, Asked him when he got home from work after promising his wife he would be home by 5:30 and instead not getting home till 7:30, and the daughter was up, of course, having been put down to bed and stuff and things like that, but was still awake. He went up to, excuse me, went up to see her and say goodnight and stuff, and one of her questions was, is tomorrow Saturday, Daddy? And I think at the time, oh, that's right, at the time she was like 3 or 4. That's what it was. And he had to tell her no, that it was only Monday, which kind of just broke his heart because, here he is, his daughter just can't wait till Saturday when that's the time when she gets to see him, and that's the only time she gets to see him, being a Fortune 100 company, a big boss, um, running a major portion of the company, the biggest division. I'm sure he had a lot on his plate, and so therefore making 100 grand plus a year as his base salary plus whatever options and other things he had. So in my eyes, he wasn't hurting, but like anybody, we all have our story and we all have our grind and our issues with going to work, working, putting in the time and missing part of what life is all about, our family, friends, those that we care about. So he went on to say that, well, at that point, that's when he kind of decided to, and he promised her that at some point in time, someday, it would always be Saturday. Well, it took him a little while, but he finally, he said he bought a franchise and worked out for a little bit and then finally got to the point where he told his boss that he was quitting, and then he dove into doing this franchise and lost it all, went bankrupt and things like that. Um, so once again, he has his high, his low, just like we all, depending on, but he had one thing where he knew that he didn't want to go back to staying in a job that he didn't really, where it took away from his family. But he went back, worked for it for a little while, and then eventually quit again. But this time he quit for good. And it is Saturday all the time for him and his family and stuff, because he has built up the type of income and lifestyle that he wants by building up residual income, so where he can do that. He became a speaker, a big speaker. He's spoken with Bob Proctor, um, all big speakers that you hear about, John Maxwell, Tony Robbins, people like that. So he's up there. He's, what we might say a big industry heavy hitter. But he's, has now since then joined the same company that I'm affiliated with, which is Empower Network. And he's, you know, moving into that, and he's getting into that because he wanted to try do something different besides just speaking. The speaking, maybe he felt he just needed a new change or something, but he didn't want to give up the lifestyle of what he built up and having time to be with his family. So he's taking this on and he's doing good. And once again, income disclaimer, does not necessarily mean that what he is making, what he is earning, that you will make, or that you, but doesn't mean you can't make it. It's up to you. That decision up to you. Like I said before, if you'd like to go and check out our income, we have live stats that update every day, 24 hours a day, within 24 hours, I think once every day, showing all the earnings, the average earnings of everybody in the company, not just active but everybody. And so you can check that out, because we want you to be informed and understand that his earnings are not typical, or maybe a little different for the average person. Not to say that it can't be done and that it has been done and that we aren't generating more people earning those type of incomes than a lot of other things. So with that cleared up, but getting back to being the CFO, in business usually the CFO works one thing at a time. Well, as me being an accounting associate, working in my accounting department, I have to multitask. I do a lot of things. I'm on the phone taking care of this. I'm here posting this, bill or this credit. I'm processing these trip sheets for drivers. I'm taking care of several things at once, and I've learned that from schooling stuff, being out there in the working world. But whereas being a CFO, CEO or CFO, or what, owner of a company and stuff, they tend to be able to prioritize. They work on one thing. They have this meeting set at this time, then they have this meeting set at this time, then they break for a conference somewhere here, and then they might come back and have this meeting. Doesn't mean that they don't work a lot and that they don't have to put a lot of time in, but their time is not spent multitasking, putting out the little fires. They're pretty much set here, 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 here. So therefore, that's the idea of what I'm getting to, is if you want every day to be Saturday, right now you have to put the time in to be the CEO of your business and to work towards getting that residual income, to where even though you take time off, you still have that autopilot system to where it can and does generate income for you. And then when you come back or spend time off, or even while you're out on vacation, you got on your laptop, you do a little thing, send a few emails, check a few things, uh, check a few hangouts or whatever, or might get out on a hangout while you're off in the Caribbean, but yet your team's having a hangout. You can log in and get in and join on the hangout from where you're at. So it doesn't necessarily mean you don't have to stop working. You just can pick and choose kind of how you want to do it. And then when you come back, you do your normal thing, work a couple hours every day, and then you're done and you go on with your life, spend time with your kids, your family, your friends, plan that next trip, plan that big special party for the family reunion, or something like that. It's that special date night out. So that's what I'm trying to get at, is it's not that you have to stay where you're at. That by focusing in clarity and getting to that point of where you are the one that calls the shots, and that you can move continuously forward with your business and be the one and be happy about where you're at, and not have that daily grind, hating getting up every day and going to your job. That's what I'm trying to get to, and that's what I'm building for, and that's what I'm here to try and help you see and get in your head, so that way you can move forward and get past. Because one of the little quotes that he talked about is that a lot of people get out of their regular job and jump into network marketing because of, oh, I can make this money or that money, or I can make, do this or make a killing there, but they're not really understanding what they have to do. And a lot of them are like, they're running east looking for a sunset, and they don't have that real compass of where they're going. But if you're the CEO and you learn and you follow the mentors and the sponsors and the people that you are involved with and building your business with, then you have that guideline and that set, and that being, then it's just a matter of you taking it and running with it and doing what you want to do with it and bringing your own self into it. The other part of it is, he talked about the and then what, so say like you fail, or at this point you're not at the income level you want, but you got to go find or do something or get this put back in place, or go find it, and then what, we all make limiting excuses as to why, instead of just getting in and doing it. And that's what the heart of this little post is about, is helping you see that. And I got that out of listening to this call, and it was a pretty awesome call. And I'm going to include a video of his about him giving a little talk about why he joined Empower Network. Thanks. As before, if you want to know more about me or about what I'm doing, click the link below, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks. Bye.